The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
Hello,
ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome
This
to
is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
Well, there's a big game player, if ever there was one.
Iniesta, universally admired. So what do we expect from him today, Jim?
Well, he's the master of time and space, Peter. He finds those...
It's rising! It's bounced back off the post. That's a lovely, neat pass. Raya. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Zielinski. Tonali. Now it's Mackay. Akanji calmly anticipates. Raya getting this one clear. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo takes a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Dani Olmo can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Ecuador with the corner, they're first. And it's O'Reilly. He's gone for goal. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Van Basten shifted it to the flank. Well, there's the clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. Yamal, quality ball. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Olmo. It's played through for him. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. Messi going face to face with it. He's having a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Messi clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Goa are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
Yamal, big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So
There will be 1 minute added time. Substitution on the field. Number 12, Van Basten. Number 8, Mackay. Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 4, Batistuta. Number 11, Shevchenko. Number 19, De Bruyne. The goal scorer for Barcelona after 80 minutes is number 20, Andrei Shevchenko. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local...
Hello everybody and welcome to today's match. 2 added minutes has been indicated. And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Here's the first touch. passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Serginho making his 300th appearance today. Just another reminder to those who missed the pre-game ceremonies.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's in on goal. He's got away with one there. Goa with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Mbappe. And here's Mackay. Shoots! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Mbappe, never out of the action for very long. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's Hazard.
Goa, always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Yamal.
Such good technique.
Skims one in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Mbappe. Now it's Iniesta. Van Dijk gets over an intercept, and it's been given away. Oh, good ball. Mackay! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Iniesta. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Knocks it into space. Look at the space here. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Goa coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Goa are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we are back underway. Goa currently ahead, but he'll try from distance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's been taken short. Great chance! And again! Well taken goal. Manchester United are back on level terms. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Well read, and the danger is averted. Mbappe, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And he welcomes it in. He has found the way through. Oh, good effort! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United leading now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal looking understandably energised after his goal. Iniesta. Mackay being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and as their most significant attacker, he isn't about to receive any generous invitations.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Valverde.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Yamal. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Just a little bit too strong. And a chance! Hits off target and by quite a way. Alaba. Serginho. 4 extra minutes added on. Tries to pass it through. In by Oyarzabal. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Hello, attendees.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, this is a formation which seems to make pretty clear what their intentions are, Jim.
Well, Peter, when you have that many back, there's only really one tactic you can adopt, and it's the counter-attack. And while it's going to give you a very solid block defensively, it does leave you very little options attacking-wise, with effectively just one outlet.
Not too much possession football then.
Definitely not. They'll be trying to play with real efficiency.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? In by Marino. Chance! Just couldn't stay down for him. Gerrard is there, and he can pick it up. Haaland. Goal yet to have an attempt on goal. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Mackay. Probing pass.
Well, there's a big game player, if ever there was one.
Iniesta, universally admired. So what do you expect from him today, Jim?
Well, he's the master of time and space, Peter. He finds those little pockets in dangerous areas, moves the ball forward, taking people in the narrowest of spaces and delivers precision balls. And he does it pretty much better than anyone else. Class.
Nice control. Haaland, bullish header! Goal! Barcelona! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Van Dijk. All the way back. Pacho. Vardiol. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Haaland. And he's got the beating of his man. Haaland! And that's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Tries one from range! Off the post! Not a bad try by any means.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Van Dijk.
Taken
back almost
been
at once.
indicated.
And it's Ødegaard. Now Ødegaard. Haaland, and a chance! And it's there! Again, in a So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Well, here's the guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he's one of the great all-time midfielders until you actually see what he does on the pitch. Royalty.
Andres Iniesta. Few do it better than him. Some say nobody has done it better than him. And it's Musiala. Rivaldo. He's on it, can he get away? Raul. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's Raul. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. Great chance! And it's a goal! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Cerezo Osaka are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Deftly away. Cadiolu makes the interception. Mbappe! And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Van Basten. Looking for the far post. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. That's a nicely shaped ball. Pickford gets it away. Van Basten, and that was nowhere near his best. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. He'll fancy himself from here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Roberto Carlos! It's run loose, who's going to get there? "15 minutes till half-time. And here's Mackay. Well, that's well seen too. And he's heaved it away. Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction.
Bogota genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
And he is going into that little black book. Alaba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Mackay! He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's fabulous. Raul. That's
There
an
will be 1
imaginative
minute
pass.
added time.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Cerezo Osaka go in at half-time with a game to chase.
With the father of
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Cerezo Osaka.
It's Raul!
This is the time you need that pace.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Pickford with the clearance.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Mackay. Nicely shaped ball. Van Basten in acres of space out wide. Oh, important interception.
Bogota clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And he's worked it through. And the shot! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here.
Oh, what a goal! And a neat finish! And they've got their lead back. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Musiala. Cross goes in there. Rivaldo. Now it's Mackay. And he's been shifted off it.
Cerezo Osaka may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threat.
He's going for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Oh, what's he done? Van Basten! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going two down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Aimed at the far side. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Bogota clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Looking here to chip it through. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Bogota nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Alexander-Arnold is there, and he can pick it up. Looking to play him in. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Mbappe, and here's Rivaldo. Tries one from range! It's off target and by quite a way. And that signals the end. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
For each block.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
Well, there's a big game player, if ever there was one.
Iniesta, universally admired. So what do we expect from him today, Jim?
Well, he's the master of time and space, Peter. He finds those little pockets in dangerous areas, moves the ball forward, taking people in the narrowest of spaces and delivers precision balls. And he does it pretty much better than anyone else. Class.
He's shoots! Goal! Peru! And Peru take the lead! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Cerezo Osaka finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Stones. Rafinha. Now it's Messi. And here's Osimhen. He's played it back.
Oh, that's good pressure.
Osimhen! And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring. So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need...
And Messi! Oh, what a... Oh, it's fallen loose again! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Takes a shot! Always going over the top.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Iniesta. Cerezo Osaka already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Is there any support? He might not need it. Now, can he finish? And there's a goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Peru are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal. Mackay! Serginho receives it in a wide position. Roberto Carlos gets it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Modric. And it's De Bruyne. That's a cute ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Gerrard.
There
It's
will be 3
Iniesta.
minutes added time.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. There he... It's Roberto Carlos! And it's half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second
Please
half
turn your
very
attention
soon.
to the screen for information provided by the local police. Substitution for Peru, number 45, Osimhen. Coming on the field is
We're on the
number
move again.
21, Robert Lewandowski.
Cerezo Osaka really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Oh, this looks sharp. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And the shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Modric! And here's the chance to counter.
Peru have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. See,
he's gone for goal. Oh, terrific save.
Peru certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Mackay. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Goes for a shot! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Cerezo Osaka still making a fight of this. Mackay! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Point-blank header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Roberto Carlos aimed beyond the defence. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Tonali. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's straight offside. Now it's Rivaldo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good ball, good take. Stones did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Cerezo Osaka really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Tries to play it through. Caggiolu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Iniesta with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Now, can they get him away? Always onto this. Iniesta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pass somewhat off target. Gerrard. Rivaldo. And here's Mbappe. Stones gets over and intercepts. And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then.
Well, here's a guy who's come as close as he can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he's one of the great all-time midfielders until you actually see what he does on the pitch. Royalty.
Andres Iniesta. Few do it better than him. Some say nobody has done it better than him.
Now it's Mbappe, and he's in on goal, shot a goal, and it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Cerezo Osaka have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but great chance! And that's a tidy finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Cerezo Osaka are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Fernandez. Oh, good climb! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Shevchenko! Cerezo Osaka have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Passing nice and neat. Lobbed in behind. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played back into the centre. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. And here's Mackay, strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Mbappe is flagged offside. Gerrard, and it's Rodri, and Fernandes, Tonali, and they can counter here. Rivaldo, Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range, and there's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Mbappe certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Tries to get it clear. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. Cerezo Osaka looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And again! Another big chance that gets away.
Cerezo Osaka really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Thumps it clear. Oh, he's having a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Fernandes with the clearance. Alexander-Arnold. Fernandes. That's the end of the first 45. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Cerezo Osaka clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Cerezo Osaka looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. And here's Lautaro Martinez, and the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Ramin actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Gerrard clears it away. And it's hoisted clear. Lopez. Terrific effort. Crossbar comes to the rescue. And he can clear it away. Gives it back. Shifted upfield. Iniesta, a player who needs no introduction. Iniesta stood his ground strongly.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Mackay. Nicely spread. Mbappe is onto this, and he shoots! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Kylian Mbappe.
Cerezo Osaka find a position of real strength now. And it's Gerrard. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Iniesta. Mackay tries a shot! Oh, good finish! It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistance flag, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Shevchenko, Vermin, and it's Gerrard. That's a delicate pass. Oh, that's a fine interception. Rivaldo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Shevchenko. He's going for goal.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 10.
Borussia Dortmund can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 3.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Cerezo Osaka have the chance to go the other way. Gerrard. Now there's a fine ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Mbappe picks it up out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Fernandes. That has not gone well. Borussia Dortmund with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Borussia Dortmund, number 24, Fernandes. Number 16, Rodri.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Number 9, Eduardo Camavinga. Number
No
6,
unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that's that. Cerezo Osaka pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness.
I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing
Mackay
our
voted
birthday
man
boy.
of the match. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal? And Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Madueke, looking for options for movement. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And here's Rivaldo. Lovely feet. Iniesta. Nicely towering header. And he's found the net. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Number 6, Kylian Mbappe.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Oh, sweet feet. Bellingham. Bellingham! And that's another fine save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Mackay unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Engages and forces him off the ball. Schlotterbeck did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mackay receives it in a wide position. Played with finesse. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Diaz with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Half an hour played now. Oh, he's having a go! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Serginho can get it clear. And they're back on the ball again. It's a goal kick. Now it's Mbappe, and here's Mackay. Iniesta providing an outlet on that flank. And the shot! And it's in! No, flags up on the far side.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Madueke stood his ground strongly.
Madueke clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked
There
as
will
if
be
he had
1
his
minute
mind set
added
on trying
time.
to do everything his way.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on
We are glad
after the
to
break.
inform you that today's match day
Cerezo
programs are
Osaka
available from
up by
stands
1 goal
located
at the
by
halfway
gates.
point.
I'm sure they will make fine
Yeah, on the face of
souvenirs.
it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Cerezo Osaka have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Away we go again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Foot in. Now it's Mbappe. Real chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Bellingham.
Barcelona definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Now it's Mbappe. Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Diaz. Oh, facing up to his hat. Tries one from range!
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And that's another throw.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 6, Madueke. Coming on to replace him is...
That's
number
very
5,
neat.
Ferran Torres.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Knocks it into space. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way.
Iniesta! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Cerezo Osaka really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Mbappe picks it up out wide. Mbappe. Oh, that's nice.
Cerezo Osaka clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Rivaldo. Shot could be on. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Decent chance! And he hits the net. And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Cerezo Osaka are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 20.
Barcelona are making a change now.
23.
Cerezo Osaka are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And it's made its way to him. The Rossi simply refused to be outdone there.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Schlotterbeck. That's a lovely, neat pass. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Looking to play him in. That's that, the end. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
For support for our charity fund.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, the permutations are as simple as they are exciting. One remaining shot, and they must hit the bullseye. There's nothing quite like last day drama. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Cerezo Osaka must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this fella Reece James is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal in this position. He is the complete full-back, wing-back, just as good going forward as backwards. But in his case, I suppose it's all in the genes too, coming from such a strong footballing family.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Threads one in. It's a goal kick. Kadiolu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Pick Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Tonali. And it's Serginho.
England really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Tonali did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Suarez must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Tonali for Iniesta. Rivaldo. Iniesta, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And it's James. Plays it across. Impressive jump. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Rivaldo. Serginho. Akanji, always a very imposing presence at the back. That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
And now,
Well, I think
just
despite
like to read
the
out
scoreline,
our fan
Peter,
club
there's
members who
only
are
one
celebrating
team
their
in it.
birthdays today.
They might not have made the most of their chances so
Substitution.
far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
He's found a way through. And the finish! Oh, good finish. Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Yamal! Yamal! Yamal!
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And here's Mackay, tries to cross, and a header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Looking to play him in.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Yamal does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
James. So what can they make of this? And no, he's seen through all of that. And here's Suarez. James. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. Goes for the shot! And he's quick to get rid. And it's Messi. And he's had it nicked away.
Cerezo Osaka really
There
don't
will be
have a
1
choice
minute
now.
added
They just
time.
have to throw everything forward and give themselves a...
And that is as far as it goes. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in
Hello,
the end.
everybody, and please join me in wishing
Any reflections
a
on
happy
what you've
wedding
seen, Jim?
anniversary
Well, it
for
wasn't a
one of
great
our
game,
fan club
Peter, not by
members.
any stretch. Both sides looked pretty laboured in the first half. A slight improvement in the second, I must admit. But just one significant moment, that's what it's all about.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope and for expectation, for renewed ambition. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stopped running, playmaker, and more than a decent finisher too. The only question is, where do you play him to make the most out of all of those talents?
Now it's Yamal. Kaká. Kaká! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Yamal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Tries one from range. Oh, that was no routine save.
Mackay clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kaká. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Yamal. Tries a measured ball. Kovacic gets his head on it! And Messi! Cerezo Osaka are looking to break at pace. Rivaldo going face-to-face with his great rival. Mackay! Mackay! Wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
The first breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Mackay. A probing pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's a throw-in. Shevchenko herring after the ball here. Knocks it into space. There's the delivery. And he's managed to get rid. Kovacic is the team's great visionary. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And here's Yamal. Can he get it through? And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that was very necessary. And that is out of play. And it's Kovacic. Now it's Messi. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, the ball's and he's following up. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And a quick reminder
do it back
today
on the
to
first
please
45
take
minutes.
all mid-outer
I think
bins
it's a case
located
of
by
so
the entrance
far,
gate.
so good.
Thank you very
The
much
boss
for
has
your
clearly done his
cooperation.
homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Cerezo Osaka leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Down to business again. Cerezo Osaka leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Yamal is flagged offside. Now it's Mbappe. Good ball, good take. That looks a good ball through. Raya claims comfortably. Well, that has not gone well. And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second bet. He'll try from distance! And he hits the net! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
55 minutes is number 5.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Manchester United restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Van Dijk.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. Iniesta.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lovely pass, but great chance! Gerrard. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to...
He's going for goal! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And it's Messi. Kaka is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Serginho.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this... And a header! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Yamal is onto this. And this is Gerrard. That's put pay to the danger. And claimed it back swiftly. Kovacic. He's having a pop! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Substitution in progress.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Gerrard spots it and intercepts. Can he get on the end of this? Iniesta.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling it.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Mackay picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Outside the stadium gate, kindly
So,
removed,
Jim, how do you
as it is
reflect
about to be
on what
towed
we've
away.
seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, there's a probing ball. Knocks it into space. And the finish! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Diaz. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, looks a smashing ball. It's come to nothing. Out of play for a goal kick. Now it's Drogba. Camavinga. And it's Bellingham. And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mbappe. Good driving run. And here's Mackay. He's going for goal! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's in a great position here. And this is Rivaldo. Rivaldo! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And that little takes a shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And it's Rivaldo. Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Yehi, Camavinga, Drogba. It's Drogba! Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Well, at least his thinking was very good, Peter. Probably thought he hit the target, judging by his reaction.
And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
And a quick
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Cerezo Osaka can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Substitution on the field. Number 16, Rivaldo.
So right back into the action.
Coming on the field is...
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And here's Diaz. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Bellingham. Tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gets a good foot in there. Shevchenko, foot in. Cerezo Osaka are still that goal to the good. Iniesta! Oh, good finish. He would! He just would, wouldn't he? moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Andres Iniesta. Andres Iniesta.
Cerezo Osaka are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
It's a good run down the right. Now it's Mbappe. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal. And it's Drogba. Drogba.
That was lovely, that.
Good, strong midfield run. It's Drogba! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Threads one in. That has been cut short. Cerezo Osaka still have the cards to affect this game. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Drogba. Iniesta has found the net here, of course.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And this is Iniesta. 75 minutes played. De Bruyne. Drogba. Shoots! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Substitution.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. And it's Camavinga. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. And here's Iniesta. Iniesta! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's a throw-in. Messi. Gerrard. Mbappe! He's cut it out. And they can counter here. Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. That's going to go a long way. So that's it. It is all over. Cerezo Osaka are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Iniesta taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Cerezo Osaka definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome
The
to
excitement
today's match.
already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record. Haaland! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Ruben Neves with the short one. Tries to cross. Terrific effort! Cerezo Osaka are looking to go forward now. Akanji. And it's Gerrard. Iniesta. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, no joy this time. And he's managed to get rid. Iniesta attempts a clearance. Cerezo Osaka have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Iniesta. Cafu. Now it's Haaland. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now that is commitment to the cause. Vardiol clears it away. It's gone for a throw-in. Mbappe! That's the keeper's ball. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Messi.
Flamengo definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Clipped into space. Has to go back here. Van Basten was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And here's Mbappe. It's a loose ball. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Cafu ventures forward. Raul. That's Fitz. Serginho.
There will be
Raul.
1 minute added time.
They're urging him to shoot. It's Raul! And he nearly went all the way.
Raul clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
And that signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So right back into the action. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And it's Iniesta. Mbappe! Big chance! Superb goal!
Well, Peter, talk about how to make a difference. He made the best of this period when quite a few players had barely settled back into the game. Some brilliant work from the skipper here.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Cerezo Osaka are in front now, the game's only goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Shot could be Messi! It's hit the upright. And he's hit it long. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, well played.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Van Basten. Good take, and is he in? And this is Messi. And that's... He's had a shot! And that was struck with genuine force. And the finish! And that's in! And this is getting better and better. Caggiolu duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Wirtz. He's having a shot!
Wirtz made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Van Dijk. And it's Wirtz. To Ruben Neves. Kimmich. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's shot at goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. He's found... It's Iniesta! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Substitution for Flamengo, number 23.
Flamengo choosing to make the first change.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
And the shot! And a neat finish! And they are right back within touch! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Substitution for Flamengo, number 22.
Flamengo making further changes here, and in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Haaland.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Now it's Van Basten. Havertz. And it's De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. Serginho. And there goes the final whistle. Cerezo Osaka are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from
Please
it.
be reminded that drinking is only
Iniesta
allowed
claiming the
in
man of the
areas
match
shown on the
award,
map.
and
Thank you
there is
much for your
very little room
cooperation.
for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Cerezo Osaka definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. There's the shot! He's scored! So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
After 9 minutes is number 6, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Bayer Leverkusen are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Batistuta. That's very neat. This looks promising. Bruno Guimaraes! And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
And here's Mbappe. That's going wide left. Cerezo Osaka, currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Bruno Guimaraes. Kane.
Cerezo Osaka, always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
He's in a great position here, and he's running through. It's Van Basten! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Marco Van Basten.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And he's picked it up out wide. And he's there to clear it. And it's Van Basten. Threads one in. Iniesta! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. What's your opinion on that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
34 minutes.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Messi. Great ball. Shoots! Oh, brilliant save.
Well, you can only praise the keeper for standing up to his opponent like that. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely. Real chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 6, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Looking for the run. And here comes the corner. And it's been taken short. Tries to play it through. Batistuta finding himself in space.
3 minutes at a time.
Chance for a shot! And it's in! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Number 25.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Searching pass he's played there. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Cerezo Osaka are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
For a special presentation.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. So the action resumes. Now somewhat off target. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's bustling through here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Darwin. Rodri. And Serginho. Spence, played back into the centre. Oh, super ball! Serginho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Gerrard. And this is Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Van Basten. Yilmaz kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gerrard. Iniesta. Gerrard. And it's Messi. Messi, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Kane. Serginho. Iniesta. Iniesta. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Kane stood his ground strongly. He has a look up. Oh, that's Van. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Bayer Leverkusen may be down, but not out just yet. Not the most accurate pass.
Substitutions taking place.
Bruno Guimaraes. Batistuta. Serginho really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Trossard crosses it in. Impressive jump! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. It's a promising position. Lovely bit of skill. Pulls it back. Gets his head on it! And a neat finish. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Cerezo Osaka, visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Yilmaz.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And time is up. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Hello everybody, and this
Mbappe
is a quick
just
reminder
could
to
not
let you
help
know
himself,
that
could he?
you'll be able to catch
3
today's
goals to
match
his name.
broadcast live on our club's FM
How would you
station.
sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Cerezo Osaka definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.